else will break your heart. I'm never gonna hold you back. I'm always gonna have your back. So try to remember.
Well, howdy, beautiful people. Happy 11/1, November 1. I hope everyone's doing great out there today. I think I didn't really prepare. I think we're going to do this reading and see what shows up. Okay. Senior Carol A. Jakowski. That was a mouthful, but this is what he says. We all rise again like the moon. Our very best God makes us all rise again, but never the same as before, always brand new. Great loss takes everything from us, but in time gives back more than we lost. By grieving, we shed the old and receive the new. At first, we find it hard to believe a brighter day will come. When we look inside ourselves, we only find the hurt and remorse. As we grieve, we may deeply resent people who say, time heals all wounds. How can they minimize our loss by predicting its end? In the middle of deep loss, we may need only a hand on the shoulder and a silent message that says, I'm here with you. Then, as healing begins, we find ourselves filling up again, but in a different way. By surviving such pain, you come to appreciate life in a new way. Our feelings are deeper, richer than before. We know about loss and are more grateful for what we have. We are trusting of our higher power who helped us find the strength to endure when we thought it would be too much for us. We're learning that grief can bring newfound depths of beauty to our vision of life. Today, let me move through the healing process, trusting that I am cared for by my higher power. This is very interesting because on the morning that I'm sharing this with you, I had done some journaling about this concept actually. And I really believe that this is what this reading captures what my whole year looked like, actually. Everything from the breakup that took me months to heal from, to all the deaths and COVID. And now even though I left my day job on purpose, I'm still grieving the loss of some of the things involved in there, not just a steady paycheck, but some of my relationships and some of the things that used to get me excited. I'm not going to be working with the vendor community and all that stuff. But then when I think about, and I'm entitled to feel that way, by the way. And I was entitled to all the feelings that I felt along the way this year, and the grief and the pain and the hurt. What was interesting was that I actually was feeling it and processing it. It was especially eye-opening to do it without a bet or a drink. And I think that's how I was able to heal so quickly. I didn't prolong the pain. I'm very blessed with a community of people. Like this says, in the middle of a deep loss, we may need only a hand on our shoulder and a silent message that says, I'm here with you. And I felt like so many people were here with me. And that's a big part of what got me to the other side. And I think the essence of this reading is not just about the healing, but what it looks like when you do heal. We're not the same people anymore. And if I was to use the breakup, for example, what I thought I wanted in a man is very different today than what it was for the last, 3 years prior. And what I thought would align with me, or maybe it's that I kind of knew some core things, and instead of settling for compromising on some of those things, now I know that I don't have to do that. That's kind of the new Bobby that came out of that. I had always taken the approach that it's okay to not agree on everything. And I still feel that way, but there's some fundamental differences between me and that guy that it wouldn't be a sustainable thing. I wouldn't be 100%, 1,000,000% happy and fulfilled the way that I am actually by myself right now. And I need to, the next person that comes into my life has to give me, I don't know if give me is the right word, but I have to feel as amazing as I feel right in this moment. And I won't settle for less. But if I didn't go through all of that, I wouldn't have gotten there on how I feel this way. And the same thing can be applied to my new work adventure, right? I don't have the comfort and stability of things like medical benefits and fun employee appreciation days and, nice little surprises. But now I have this freedom to develop a team and help people. So many people can be impacted. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was selling flowers, I was definitely impacting people in that realm too. The more flowers we sold, the more we helped the folks in South America or Holland or different places where we got the flowers from, or the more we helped the customers that came in that were dealing with weddings and funerals and all the emotional highs and lows of life, new babies, anniversaries, birthdays. So we got to help them, all of those people in that way. But now I get to help people who want to move the needle in their business. I get to help people who want to move the needle in their lives and want to have this new life without alcohol, without gambling, without the things that hold us back from being so completely happy. Like even on the bad days, I'm happy. Like I know stuff's going to happen. And I'm not perfect at talking myself out of it or resetting my brain every single time something doesn't go my way. I'm a work in progress. I'm cool with that. But I'm also happy that I'm a work in progress because if everything was fine, I wouldn't appreciate it as much, I guess, all the time. So there's definitely a rebirth. I always refer to it as the other side when I'm talking about it. I'm like on the other side of the first chapter of my life. I'm on the other side of all that pain and misery because my fundamental beliefs now are any future pain and misery are here to serve me. And that I will grow and learn from all of those experiences as well. And they'll keep propelling me forward in life. So with that view, it's a whole lot easier to be content. So much easier to be content. So I hope that everyone can get to that point. And I think the reason it's not always possible is because it's definitely not easy. And it sometimes has to do with who is in our life and how that impacts us. And how it complements our strengths and weaknesses. Like if you have a pushy person or a dominant person and your personality is one that doesn't stand up to someone, you may have to develop that skill to move to the next level. So there's definitely obstacles along the way. But I'm here to tell you, it's so worth it, guys. So worth it. So that's how I feel about that. So I hope that you'll give this some thought if you're going through something difficult right now. I mean, but I mean, everybody's going through something difficult right now with the state of the world. But if you're going through a breakup or a job loss or family drama, which we got some of right now, know that it's okay and know that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to process. And it's okay to protect yourself. And that on the other side of it, you can have some new enlightenment and maybe new values, you'll find your way to being happy again if you allow yourself and you do a little extra effort than maybe you have in the past when dealing with stuff. But it's okay. And if you're feeling that way, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. You're not alone. Like, you're not alone. And I am not diminishing what you are feeling because there are just those days and just those circumstances. And I think we've all had them. They may look different on all of us, but we've definitely all had them. Just know that you're loved and you're wanted and you're worth it. And this really will too pass if you allow it to. That's my scoop, guys. I hope that you are doing fabulous out there, and we will talk soon.
And you're well understood.